Well, I completely forgot to use my uh stream start screen. That sucks. Well, we could use the suit. It sure has been a while, hasn't it? I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna have forgotten like the majority of how to do stuff in this game. So yeah, expect some Kuso gameplay from me. And if there's any audio issues, let me know. Let's see. Today we're gonna go to the pit instead. Since we left that unfinished last time, I thought that was the DLC, but apparently the foundation was. Dr. Underhill sends Jessie to look for samples of mold strains that will allow her to travel deeper in the active threshold. Yes, active threshold. Today I'm not playing Saiko because, it's as I said in the description, a friend of mine is, he's out sick today. And he said that he might not be able to join. But, you know, I know that he likes Saiko. So, so I didn't want him to miss all that. Oh, I hurt myself. Oh. Yeah, I'm just trying to refresh myself on the controls. I haven't played this in a long time. Let's see. Mold strains. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember where I was supposed to go. But if I do remember correctly, it'd be like that was further away from it. I'm probably gonna go back from the very beginning. Let's see. So, Ritual Division. Gosh, how did I get into Threshold? Central Research. It feels good to be playing this game again. And just because, in the sense that I'm glad I finally gave it a break. Because, I don't know. I was getting kind of tired of it, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know. I don't hate it or anything. It was just
areas under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first.
I'm getting to the point where I was getting exhausted, really.
I'm eager to hear what you find below the pit.
Let's see if we can talk to her. Have I talked to her about these
I assume you'll be
things?
staying with us until the mold is eradicated.
Indeed. Until I find a permanent resolution to this pesky fungus business,
My
I'll
pizza
be
got
here.
cold.
Perhaps even beyond that, seeing as you are quite understaffed at the moment. Though I hardly have a say in my own comings or goings. Your oldest house won't open the exits until those hiss monstrosities are cleared out.
Glad to have you along for the ride. Will the mold be under control anytime soon?
We were barely containing it with weakly controlled burns. Just look at how it has spread after a few days of non-interference. It's beyond the threshold now. The floodgates are open.
So that's a no.
Americans.
Rude.
With Darling gone, I'm putting Emily Pope in charge of the research sector. Are you okay with that?
Perfectly. You have pulled Excalibur from the stone, and now decree as you see fit, O Queen. What a true meritocracy we live in.
Glad to hear it.
Is that sarcasm? Or am I being dumb?
I had a dream.
Like, do you have to be that
Or
way?
something like one. Darling was there. He told me something, but I can't remember what. I think he's gone.
Right. Well, he's never where one expects him to be, is he? Well, thank God. I can finally stop writing these tedious reports that I'm sure he never even took the time to glance at. If you speak to him again, can you tell him I hope he found what he was looking for.
I'll try.
I should be getting back to work.
I'll see you later, Rhea.
Dr. Underhill, if you please. Let's carry on then.
How did she even find out about her first name? Well, I guess she's attached to a... Darling, was it? I'm so sorry, I already forgot. Let's see. Okay, so I was right. Further in is a... Well... That's kind of tragic. I didn't think a lot of people missed him. Since, you know, they have their complaints, but I couldn't blame them if they did miss him, you know. I can float for so long now, it's great. Oh. Let's see. Okay, well, no other way to go. We didn't go here last time, after all. Okay, so there's a guy here. What happened to him? Did he, like, fall down or get murdered in here? Well, the rail is still intact, but there's these things here attached to a platform. So he was on this. Poor guy. And I guess it just gave out or something.
Yeah.
And you're my friend now. It's gonna blow up. Thank you for your help. Probably should have done something to make sure that the guy actually gets hit by this new friend.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
Hope he didn't eat it. He might have. A lot of people seem to.
Oh, God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
Let's see. New collectible.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
They're all...
Oh, right. Oops. Damage boost, 0.60. Compared to 0.51. I'm gonna replace that. Let's see. Do I have any duplicates of anything? I probably do, and I'm just not noticing it. Exclusive to charge, exclusive to charge. Projectile speed. So I don't want to be packing too many things. I only have so much room. Accuracy, 10%, 20%. Like, knowing my luck, I'll probably just find a bunch of other ones too. I only have so much room for some of these. Let's see. What do I have? Damage against enemy armor, extra damage. Oh, darn it. Just extra damage in general. Let's see. Accuracy, rate of fire, accuracy, rate of fire. Ammo refund chance on hit, damage while aiming. Projectile speed, blast radius, ammo cost while levitating. Extra blast radius. Let's get rid of that one. Headshots, rate of fire. Fire. Recoil, rate of fire. Oh, that was for spin. Oops. Well, that's okay. I still have it. Yeah. Just boost up the speed of these. Let's see. Personal mods. Evade energy cost. Minus 16, minus 25%. Get rid of that. Okay. Well, I'm at a crossroads here. You'll be my friend. Alright, now. Go hit that guy. Gosh, my commentary is really boring today. Oh, he's going his own way. Oh, who's gonna win? Aww. He did his best. But he didn't get in that first strike. I'm glad he has the initiative to attack them on his own, though. Oh, there he goes. There they go. And now the next one. Sir, we found the man who invented the WebP image format. What? Where is he? Where is he? Take it to him! Take it to him! Go! Ow, oh, they hurt me. Go, get them for me. Thank you. Wait, do their bodies explode? I'm not chancing it. Okay, good. Why is he backing away like that? Is he scared of the explosives or what? Oh, where's the snowflake thing? Oh, did I miss? Did it expire? I hope I grabbed it. Oddly clean up here. Astral blip. I should probably use my telekinesis more often. I don't know why I'm using bullets for any reason. Like, why would you want to use those when you can just launch a refrigerator at a guy? Let's see. And a thingy, which I'm probably gonna. Okay, astral blip. So I'm not gonna get rid of it. I know. I feel like this game really has the problem of giving you all these upgrades, but you just don't really use a lot of them. Because you find one that's good, and then all the others are just who-so by comparison. That's a neat lighting thing. No! There we go. Yeah, you can tell I haven't done this in a while. Okay, more documents and a little room here, which looks thoroughly trashed. There's a guy here somewhere that I want gone. Okay. Just carpet bomb that dude. Oh, there's a thingy. Give me a thingy. I don't know if I left the oven off. I'm gonna go check. And probably reheat my pizza just a little. Did I ask Snow-chan to kindly reheat my pizza for me? And she did, because she's very nice to me. Oh no, this is much better. What was I gonna say too? I don't know. Picnic basket supplement. Alrighty. ID Bremen basket, AI 54 UE. Acquisition date 4/23/2002. Containment location Panopticon Flora 1, Unit 14. Background: the item came to the Bureau's attention through several news reports in which a family was harassed by animals during a picnic in the national park. Damn it, Yogi Bear. The family fled the scene with the basket. Witnesses report seeing the family chased by the following species of animal. The family eventually abandoned the basket, at which point the animals remained with it for an unknown length of time. Agents acquired the item from the park's lost and found offices. Bremen sounds like something out of Zelda. I'm probably thinking of the Bremen mask. I don't even know what a Bremen is. This is the second time I've seen it, so maybe some kind of bird. I don't know. It's wildlife related, I'm sure. Good thing I cleared out those guys, because I would have been put in a pickle if I didn't. I don't trust those mannequins, so let me just hit this here. Kind of a shame I'm all alone in here, though. Intrusive pattern. You know, I think one of the creepier things about these mannequins is that they're just swallowed up by the mold. Like, I'm not that scared of... I mean, I won't lie, I think mannequins, like, changing directions and such is unsettling. Who wouldn't? You know, inanimate objects shouldn't be able to act of their own volition. But them being just swallowed up by that is kind of creepy, like... I'm just seeing this mold in effect. Or rather, what it did. Kind of sad nobody's here, but oh well.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. 6, 7, whatever. Still in the thresh mold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
No, bro, these edibles ain't shit. Basically the mold. Now, what's up with that square over there? Some kind of testing something, I'm sure. Ooh, yeah, how do you want me to get back up here? Shatter projectile choke, heal deficiency. What are those? $24, $18. Hey, Shoreline, I'm glad you could be here. I know it's been a while. You know, since I've streamed. So how have you been lately? Projectile spread, minus 22%. Let's see. Minus 18%. Get rid of that. Zoom boost. I don't have any such like that. Oh, right, it just increases your zoom. Okay. Let's see, Pierce. Your zoom boost 24 over 15%. Yeah, heck no. Heck no. Oh, thank you. I know I haven't been consistent. Like, it's not as if I do this for a job anyway, but you know, still. Ooh, yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to get back up here. Today isn't Saiko, because like I said in the description, a friend wanted...
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
Oh, heck, no, I did not think I was gonna run into a boss fight. Well, I should have expected that. But like I said, today a friend wanted to... He was out sick, and I didn't want him to miss Saiko, so today is Control instead. Since he was okay with missing out on Control since we finished up the main story. We finished up all that good girl on Achan thing, so now we're just kind of exploring mold. Been okay, it was on spring break from college, but that's over now. I was doing homework all day, but now I have a headache. I'm sorry, I hope you feel better soon. And I hope you had fun on your spring break, because, I don't know. It always feels like those are too short, you know?
Nope. Not pretty.
So as I was saying about this mold, something I've been wanting to talk about, but, well, haven't really had the chance to because I haven't streamed, was that, oh, ow. Was that I watched, the new Ant-Man movie. Quantum, ow. Was that I watched Quantumania. It's that new Ant-Man movie, and I don't know if now's the best time because I'm not going to be able to focus during a boss fight. But it was kind of mid, if I'm being honest. Ah, this is a collectible. Well, since you just came in, I think you deserve to hear it. Let's see. Wow, and I thought we beat it. No, there was still the pit, which I finished, and there's a DLC thing afterwards. So, you know, there's still a bajillion documents left.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the thresh mold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin'll turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
They were so high. They were like, well, I joked earlier. These edibles ain't shit. Ow. Owie. Owie, stop. Oh, crud, I have to... Okay, so I have to play this like a Nintendo game. Ow. Okay, so the floor becomes brap gas. Yes, as I was saying about Ant-Man. It was kind of mid. Like, it was a movie. I'm so mad. I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to focus, but... Like, if you know anything about Marvel movies, it feels like it had some of those scenes where you just know Marvel movie. Like, it's a Marvel movie kind of thing to do. The movie was...
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
It's kind of fun. Okay, so I can't get too close to it.
Nope. Not pretty.
Ow. Okay, so I need to launch stuff at it. So as I was saying about Ant-Man, it was a fun movie. I don't know if I want to spoil it, but like, I don't really know where to start with this movie. But it was fun enough. It was an action movie. I think the best thing it does is that it's creative.
Is that...
Oh, I'm so good at video games. Is it? I don't know. I don't want to do that thing where reviewers kind of like summarize the plot. But basically, like, I guess after the events of Endgame, that Ant-Man guy, his daughter is kind of a delinquent now.
Nope. Not pretty.
And she's kind of unlikable. Oh. Okay, so I just have to crouch. Ow. Oh, come on. I was crouching behind that. Yeah, after the events of like Endgame, I guess, his daughter's a delinquent and he has to get her out of jail, and she found a way to get into something called the quantum realm, which is basically a tiny world if you're like on a cellular level, or like a quantum level. Like, think quantum, I don't know, atoms. If you're like the size of an atom or something.
Kind of.
It was, you know, it was kind of cool. It was creative, but you can tell they're doing that same thing Marvel really enjoys doing, where they kind of love shitting all over the men. Yeah, you need launch for this. Come on, get out. Ow. That was fast.
I need to stop being surprised by all the weird shit in this place.
That was really fast. I expected that. I really did expect that to last a lot longer. But I guess Big Sister is a good enough gamer that she found a way to cheese it. So anyway, they do that thing where they kind of like disrespect the men a lot, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time I can like pass it off as her, you know, just being a delinquent. Of course she's gonna be like that. But I don't know, the wife doesn't really like back him up on this. When she asks, like, what do you do, Dad? You saved the world once and now you're not doing anything. Like, well, he's an author now. He's kind of enjoying his fame, his riches, and he's like in his 50s, like, girl. So that's kind of annoying, but I can try and excuse it and think to myself, okay, well, that's her arc. You know, that's her character flaw. That's something she's going to improve on, so fine. But, you know, they find a way to get back down to the quantum realm, and there's this guy named Kang in there that they need to defeat. Oh, and if by any rare chance any of you remember the villain from the first Ant-Man movie, he's in there too, and he's this like bulbous headed dude with like a bunch of mechanical attachments and such to become an ultimate weapon. He looks like a Spy Kids villain, I shit you not. And like apparently that's accurate to his, you know, Marvel design.
Oh, so good. Need more.
It's gonna be the usual 3-hour storyline. So, like, if you want to leave at any point, I completely understand. You can always rewatch these anytime you want. Well, I guess I just have to fast travel out of here. I guess this dude, like, stuffed himself on mold, which is really gross. Yeah, have a good one, Shortline. I hope you finish up the rest of your homework soon. I know how much it sucks to be swamped with that on a Sunday. Let's see, fast travel. Well, I can go down directly into the pit, and I don't know what I would do in here, since there doesn't seem to be an exit of any sort. But yeah. So anyway, there's this guy named Kang that I'm assuming is supposed to be stronger than Thanos, just because they have him, like, after Endgame, so maybe they're, like, doing a thing where they, I don't know, bring up the stakes or something, and they bring in, like, multiverse stuff, so now he has to be defeated or else the multiverse just dies. Which, I don't know. You know, if that's how it is in Marvel, that's how it is, but a part of me just thinks, like, blowing up the whole multiverse sounds kind of stupid. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just being a hard ass about these things. In any case, so they have to defeat him. There's some chicanery going on where they explore the quantum realm, and there's a mom. Wasp is there too. And they have her mom there. She apparently managed to survive the quantum realm this entire time. I have good aim. Where they managed to survive where she managed to survive the quantum realm this entire time and knows everything about it, and was like, okay, fine, well, you need a guide, a character to play that role, so fine, whatever. And, you know, eventually, Ant-Man and, his daughter, they get kidnapped by Kang, this ultimate weapon guy, Murdoch, I think it was. So, you know, they hold him hostage. He strikes them a deal that he gets some kind of time thingy
Areas under quarantine.
that
kept him trapped in there the whole time.
You've returned, I see.
Even if you have, I still wouldn't.
Alright, I'm gonna put this away so I can focus. So that he can, like, unshrink the thing, some kind of torn apart engine that's needed for his vehicle, that he can, for Kang's vehicle, that can get him out of the quantum realm and let him travel through the multiverse again.
Significant research has shown the positive effects of talking to plants. I wonder if they talk back in ways we cannot hear.
And let's see. And he has to shrink it back up. He doesn't hold. He makes a deal. Like, Kang makes a deal with Ant-Man that he'll be able to have his daughter back at the end. He doesn't really hold up his end of the deal, unsurprisingly, because he's the villain. But apparently he might also not be, because the mom saw visions of Kang like killing parts of the multiverse and just blowing shit up, but she didn't see the whole story, and apparently he's doing it for a reason, to stop a bigger threat, which, like, I kid you not, is actually BLM, basically. But you know, Ant-Man gets mad that he got double-crossed, makes an enemy out of Kang, and then they have to lead like a whole war against Kang at the end. It was a movie. It was fun. I don't really have a lot of complaints beyond the whole men disrespecting thing. But, and maybe it's not fresh enough in my memory since I saw it like a month ago. But it was, like, I really don't have a lot to say about it. Like, beyond it feeling like a Marvel and a Disney movie where you have the jokes about, like, a few odd, obscene jokes from a goofy mascot guy that you can tell they just wanted to sell merch of. And, you know, he gets, like, a super attack later that activates when they need it most so that the plot can continue happening. And they can have a funny joke of the funny, goofy little guy having some big special attack. And, you know, the whole thing about the war, to, like, leading entire forces against this one guy. It's just not... I don't know. It's just not a movie that I feel much for, because I watch it and there were scenes that I found myself thinking, like, that is such a Marvel Disney thing. Like, you know, the funny guy with the special attack, and, you know, the war thing, like leading entire forces against an entire army against this one guy. There's also a part where Bill Murray shows up, which I feel like is just there. Like the joke is entirely Bill Murray in Marvel. And, you know, there's some kind of cheating infidelity thing going on, apparently, between both the scientist that originally helps Ant-Man and, you know, the mom. Well, and Wasp's mom. So, like, Wasp was there for a couple decades. So she cheated on her husband with Bill Murray guy because she was bored. She had needs, which... like, I don't know. I didn't like that because in earlier movies you were led to believe they cared about each other a lot and missed each other, or at least the grandpa did. And I don't know, the jokes about him, well, her being with Bill Murray for any amount of time, like, it just kind of ruins that. And then, you know, the grandpa, whose name I don't forget, the Michael Douglas guy, he jokes that he was with some women while she was gone in the quantum realm, and, you know, they make a joke, like, to reaffirm that they loved each other. Like, she asks him, why didn't you stay with them? And he said something along the lines of, they weren't you, baby. Which I guess was funny if you're, I don't know, that just kind of ruins it for me. Like, you try to tell me across these movies that they love each other, and then you don't, well, then you just throw a wrench in that. Like, why? Okay, well, now I know they don't care about each other that much. They sort of do, but I don't know. Like, I guess this is something adults or boomers would say, oh, that's just how relationships are. Like, well, that's a shit relationship then. Like, if you're gonna make these excuses to cheat on each other because you had needs and you didn't love each other, it was just lust, and I don't know, like, that's not something I want to see in a movie where I'm led to believe they missed and cared about each other. And I don't know. Then Kang, I don't know.
It could be better.
I don't fully understand how he's supposed to be stronger than Thanos. My guess is just that he is. There's a final fight scene between him and Ant-Man, which I think some would say is kind of cool, because you can tell they visibly take damage. And I don't know. People don't like these Marvel fight scenes where characters just keep smacking each other but take no visible form of damage or slow down in any kind of way.
I suppose there are benefits to an emergency.
Here, that
Fewer
does
disruptions.
actually
More
happen.
time for concentration.
So, you know, I think that's something some people might enjoy, but I don't know. Part of me wasn't super crazy about it because, like, Ant-Man, I shit you not, he gets smacked by Kang. I mean, like, he gets demolished. He lands in a few hits, but Kang's still standing by the end, and, you know, Ant-Man's bloodied and beaten. Which, you know, of course,
No need
Kang's like,
What?
what?
No.
Apparently some kind of alien multiversal threat. Of course he's gonna win, but like still. And like there's a scene that had before it where the grandpa leads a whole army of tiny ants that got quantum realm shrunk down with them. They took him away. They took Kang away, but apparently Kang shows up at the end and he survived. He's wounded heavily, and he can't use his like armor stuff that lets him shoot lasers or whatever. Which makes sense, but like if you've ever seen bugs get rid of stuff, it's kind of violent. They actually like dismember their prey. You want me to believe that he like survived that. Kang's just kind of dummy OP. It's kind of annoying, but you know, fine. He's a multiversal threat, so whatever. I got a Discord message, so let's see if somebody telling me to stop complaining about Marvel. Okay, so it's not Bleem DMing me to complain about Marvel. He probably just tuned out on his own, which I wouldn't blame him. I don't know. I know all of this is very disconnected, and that's because I'm sort of doing it on the spot a month after I watched the movie and the feelings are fresh.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big angry plant. Like gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it! You found the source and you killed it! I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really, it's too much.
Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
I'll see you later, Rhea.
Dr. Underhill, if you please.
Man, she's a fucking bitch.
Oh, so good.
Me every stream.
Oh, need more. Mm. Mm.
Yuna's so pretty. Anyway, health recovery per element pickup. Man, this woman give me dog shit. Smack your... Oh, I can't even push B to smack her bitch ass.
Duty down here. This place is fucking weird.
This is nothing. The clocks? Now that's weird.
What's weird about a bunch of clocks?
Shut up! I think that's the new director.
Hi. Feel free to pull your phones out or whatever. I'm not stingy about this sort of thing. Let's see. Eradicate the mold around parapsychology, ritual division, central research. No, all right then.
My family had black mold once. Bleach did the trick. Has Underhill tried bleach?
I don't know. I'm annoyed. I forgot where I left off about Marvel movies. When's Marvel? But I don't know. Overall, it was just a very mid movie. Like, and that's not a bad thing in my eyes. I'm not gonna say it's awful, because I know a lot of people, they really don't like Marvel, and yeah, I kind of understand it. It's sort of brought in some maybe problems. It's affected the rest of the industry for better or for worse. But for me, Ant-Man Quantumania was I don't know, it's more of a popcorn flick, and I think you really have to adjust your expectations with this movie, otherwise you're gonna be like all the people who are constantly ranting and raving about how Marvel is shit, and like, yeah, they're not the greatest movies ever, but I think to say that they're all terrible is a bit, I don't know, extreme. Like, yeah, they're not the greatest movies ever, but they're not the worst movies ever. They're just popcorn flicks. That's how I see them. And I don't think that's inherently a bad thing, but like, being realistic, that's what they are. They're just very middle of the road. They're entertaining at the very least, but one of their worst problems is that you can feel a lot of cynicism from them. Like, they know that they can make a movie that's entertaining enough and sells well if they pump enough CG into it, instead of, writing a good, interesting movie and putting some fight scenes. And in a sense, it's formulaic, but is that also not what you'd be getting out of a Marvel movie? I don't know. That's how I see it. How do I get in there? Okay, down here. Just
There's one of those mold hosts.
I went to watch it with a relative of mine who normally likes Marvel movies. And just because he always views it as some form of reliable entertainment. Like, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna have some amount of fun, it's not awful. There's something to enjoy. But he didn't really like this one around. He thought it was very just bleh. And I agree with him. I honestly kind of do. Again, I don't think these are the worst movies ever, but they're not the best. And you can tell they've broken it down into a formula. Though whether or not that's just what you might expect from a Marvel movie, from anything Marvel, because that's just how Marvel is as a franchise, being about superhero stuff, is, I guess, a different argument, and I might be inclined to agree with a person who says that. Like, it does kind of make sense, It had me rethinking some. Oh no, wait, before I continue, there was this one scene that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was, and I'm so mad about that. Oh, right now I remember. There are some parts where you can tell that, where I feel like there's some parts where Ant-Man's kind of putting in some work on his own, but then he doesn't. Because, like, the enemy is too strong, or when he's trying to unshrink the multiversal engine travel thing, he can't do it on his own. He throws one and it's not enough, so then Wasp has to come in and, like, shoot a bajillion at it, and he does the same. And then they can unshrink the engine, and there's another part where he's trying to fight the main guy. Ah, dang it, it's left trigger. Or he's trying to fight the main guy, but he's not strong enough on his own. Or he's not strong enough on his own. And Ant-Man comes in, but he's got Krang, like, on the ropes, you know? Kang on the ropes. So, and he's trying to stop Kang from getting in through a portal that leads him to the normal world, where he can do his multiversal slaughter thing. And before, like, right before Kang jumps into the portal, after effectively beating Ant-Man, Wasp comes in with, like, a gun, which, you know, still bothers me. Like, okay, why does she have a gun but Ant-Man doesn't? And he, you know, she just starts unloading on Kang, which, you know, makes sense. Of course she's gonna win, because if Kang can't shoot his lasers or do his counterattacks or any of his special powers or anything, you know, of course the person with a gun is gonna win over the guy who's not even in range. But then, you know, then she smacks him into some kind of thing that sucks him down into an even smaller, below quantum level something. And I don't know. The reason it bothered me, and I wouldn't expect any one superhero to win against Kang, because again, he's a multiversal threat. Okay, if he's this strong, of course one guy on his own is going to lose. But the reason both of these scenes bother me is because they feel like chances to build up Ant-Man on his own, to make him look like the hero who can, you know... Oh, there it is. Please die. Thank you. Is to make him look like the hero who can do things on his own, like a capable superhero, you know? But that's not the case with him. Instead, he needs Wasp's help to do stuff. And it doesn't feel to me like any sort of woke crap like a reviewer might have you believe. It feels to me more like they just kind of wanted to make use of the whole Ant-Man and the Wasp thing. Like, oh right, she's in the title, so we gotta have her in there. Which, you know, makes sense. You know, she is in the title too, of course. It's both of them. And they are supposed to be like a sidekick thing, but I don't know. To me, it just feels like weakening your character. And that was something I wasn't super crazy about. And I think that's all of the things I wanted to talk about. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything, but that's more or less about it. Just, there's also the thing at the end where you get to see the supposed worst force that Kang was trying to stop. Hang on, I'll be right back. And it's it's like some army of other Kangs, all just cloning themselves and getting ready to do something in the multiverse. And funny enough, they all look like they're from different, I guess, African cultures or whatever for some reason. I know, but there's no such thing. There's no kill like overkill, as they say. But anyway, let's see, central research. So apparently they're gonna do a something within the multiverse. I don't know what. Maybe slaughter all of it. And like they're all in a coliseum cloning themselves. Or summoning kings from other universes. And I know what you're thinking, and it is incredibly easy to joke about, I don't know, to make a joke about we was kings. And that's honestly what it feels like to me. Well, not quite. Janitorial duty. I'll just leave him to do his business. He'll kind of die on his own anyway. Like, seeing all of these black guys who are presumably gonna go around killing and rioting and looting and destroying everything kind of leaves me thinking like, okay, so the main threat here is BLM? Because, I don't know, that's kind of what it looks like to me. But, you know, I'm not allowed to say that. That's purely a joke. Boy. Rocket. But I don't know. So that's the thing. It's a bunch of Kang clones ready to raid and destroy the multiverse, which to me, again, felt really dumb. Like, okay, if that's the story, that's the story. If that's something that happened in the comics, then fine. But to me, that's just really stupid.
You and Hedron were never one and the same.
Oh.
So long as the hits are
It helped Darling with the HRAs to slow the hiss down.
I'm kidding.
And it helped me learn to tap into this power I had inside. You.
I think we'd see a lot of that anymore.
Where did you attend school?
Pretty interesting seeing that, actually.
Also MIT.
But yeah, it just felt really dumb. Like, a lot of the movie felt really dumb. Okay, so apparently that guy in the bathroom isn't dead. Somehow. I guess once he leaves my sight, I'd have to kill him right proper. But yeah, the whole thing about like a bajillion Kang clones just felt really stupid to me. I'm sorry, I try not to be one of those people that's like, oh, that's dumb, that's retarded. But yeah, it felt kind of stupid to me. Oh. Where'd you come from? No. Go away. I'm busy talking about Marvel. Anyway, the whole thing about like a bajillion Kang clones destroying the multiverse sounds really dumb to me. And I know they're trying to bring up the stakes. Like, this is worse than Thanos. They would all just swamp Thanos and just... Oh, okay, so I guess I had to wait here. And then super kill him really fast, and... Alright, fine, I guess, but... Like, if one... It takes an entire army to defeat... Yeah, he really is tired of me talking about Marvel. If it takes an entire army to defeat a single Kang clone, then, you know, then like how do you expect, how the heck are you gonna defeat an entire army of Kangs? With like, if you have like 100 Kangs, are you gonna need like 10 million clones of each superhero and of each respective superhero? It's kind of like that 1 more billion SpongeBob's versus Goku thing, now that I think about it. But I don't know. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do that. I'm sure they'll find a way, but it's kind of dumb to me. Like, that's just excessive at that point. I'm sorry. I know they're trying to bring up stakes and such, but that's a bit much.
Since little Topher is taking a trip with his father into the world outside our wonderful bureau, I think it's a good time to talk about secrets. Who can tell me what a secret is?
It's something you hide from everyone so they don't get scared.
Partially correct, Topher. A secret is something you don't tell anyone outside the bureau. Because people outside the bureau
aren't ready for the truth of reality.
Very good. When you tell someone a secret, you're hurting their brains very badly. Now, let's review what exactly is or isn't a secret. First, we have a rainbow. Secret or not secret?
Not secret.
Correct. And the true version of rainbows?
Secret.
Correct.
Cats!
Cats?
Not secret.
Correct. And the Alpine Chimera?
Secret.
Topher. Too many slip-ups and your father will have to go on vacation without you. You don't want to end up like Meg, do you?
What? What happened to Meg?
I'm not allowed to go outside anymore.
Correct.
I'm almost done talking about Marvel, I promise. But it did have me thinking some things, like if it's formulaic and I don't know, kind of silly, it had me wondering, like, are my interests not stupid then? Like, could people not say the same thing about Sonic stories? I think with Sonic, the nature of Sonic as, you know, not Sonic as a series, but Sonic is like a genre as part of a video game series. It is admittedly expected that some things are going to be a little goofy, because it's a little more justifiable when you have to explain why gameplay happens over why story happens. You have to make excuses for why you can sometimes do certain things in a game. And like, that's just kind of the nature of, I think, video games in general. But With the movie, it's a little different. Like, it's natively it's a focused story. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be a story, a good story first and foremost. So, I don't know. That's my quick guess off the top of my head. Oh, hi. So, I don't know. I think that's about all I have to say. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Of course, if there's questions, don't hesitate to ask me, and I'll gladly respond to them. But I don't know. Overall, Ant-Man wasn't the worst movie ever. I did enjoy it, but like, I mean it when I say it's a very mid movie. And I think people sometimes overreact a little on the quality of Marvel movies. But yeah, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Let's see. Eradicate the mold hosts in central research. Well, there's probably going to be a guy down this hallway here. I could talk about personal stories some more if I wanted to. You know what? Like, maybe I should, but I don't know. Talking about Marvel is a little exhausting, having to go into all that effort just to remember things. So, I don't know. Talk about personal stories, but I don't have that many, and I sort of don't want to. It's really spooky how her eyes glow like that. Like, is that a lighting thing, or is that intentional? Parapsychology, central. Gotta get back into central research. Now, where might they be? If I was a spoopy plant person, where would I hide? And you just kind of gotta check everywhere, it feels like. Die! Dang it, I missed, and I still got him, thank goodness. Is it playing yet? Okay, there it is. Well, that's really quiet, but it's okay. Yo! Boy! Hiding around a corner like that. Oh, where's that guy? I kind of want him dead, but at the same time, not enough to actually do it. Alright. I just bring up the platform. Rip. Oh man, thank you. I don't know. I went to a convention recently. Oh, there he is. It was a pretty humble convention. Nah, B. Nah, B. I went to a convention recently, like last week. It was a pretty humble convention. I've been posting pictures of the stuff I got in some Discords I'm in. With my Fumo, of course. Or who? Among Us. Some stuff I got. There wasn't a whole lot that I was really into, if I'm being honest. Let's see, charge velocity boost. Versus 62%. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff I was into since it was just kind of a general pop culture nerd interests thing, like comic books, vintage toys, anime, that sort of thing. It was kind of fun. This is the first convention I've been to since I moved here. And it's not like the state in general doesn't have anything for people like me, but it doesn't have that much for people like me. And if you want to like find more stuff, like some of the cool, interesting things, you gotta like drive out across the state or some crap. Owie, I am hurt. Kind of badly. I need to go heal for a little bit. You gotta drive out like across the state for it. Oh no. Oh no. So it kind of sucks, but now that I've found something, where is it? But now that I found something, and I'm glad, finally, I could go, and it was temporary, of course. But it was fun. However short it was. I see him. Ow. Ah. But however short it was, like just 2 days, it was a free to attend convention. I don't know if I'd even call it a convention. Ah, gosh. I need to heal. Okay, not there. For however short it was, and admittedly limited in the things that I found and enjoyed, I did like it, and I'm glad I went. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to complain too much because at the end of it all, it's just, you know, of course it was limited. there were some cosplayers there. You know, I got to hang out with some friends. I got some cool Sonic stuff. I even one of the highlights for me actually was some MGE trading cards. You know, like I'm not a big trading card guy. I'd really just use them as like bookmarks if I'm being honest. But I managed to find a whole store, a bogey, a kobold, some kind of ghost looking thing which I couldn't find in the wiki. And a dragon. The highlight was for me the whole store and the bogey, since those are two of my kind of favorite species. Thank you for your help. Especially since bogeys don't get that much, so, you know, finding a card which was, I guess, surprisingly or unsurprisingly, a super rare was kind of neat. It was kind of a neat thing to find. Oh, where's that invisible guy? I guess he despawned or he's invisible. Central research. Where would it be? Should I be worried about that floating rock? I guess I don't know if I would say this was a surprise. To me, it kind of was. But whole store cards were commons. So that was something I didn't expect. I would have liked to find a Yeti, but they didn't have that. I'm kind of struggling with things to say about the convention. It was fun. Get out! You're banned. Spy mains are banned. Like, there wasn't a whole lot to it. It was kind of, you know, you could really tell it was budgeted. Okay, well, let me... let's see. Oh, they're throwing a lot at me. Thank you for the aim assist. Oh, they see the mold guy. Oh, ouch. Ow! How did I not react to that? Oh. Like, you could really tell it was a local convention. They had a lot of stuff from, like, independent crafts and artists and such, but Other than that, I was like, it was like for really mainstream stuff. I don't want to act like it was, you know, bad or anything. No, 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 far from it. But yeah, it was, there was only so much interesting for me, which is kind of a good thing, because it means I didn't spend too much money, really. Alrighty, let's go back down for that fight. Oh. Where is he? There he is. I need Pierce. Oh, come on. Man, I'm really sloppy in this game. Like, I'm really rusty. Hmm. Maybe it's time to upgrade myself a bit. Hmm. Maybe not just yet. Okay. Okay, I see him. Oh, okay, I can get him while he's cloaked, too. That's good. What a relief. Here's. What, that didn't get him? Okay. I'm gonna need to take cover here. Nah. Charge. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. That's that. I think there's one up there, isn't there?
think that's the last one. I should let Underhill know.
Oh, I've never been here before. Let's see, energy boost. Sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm kind of trying to focus on the game here. Shooting at things isn't really my strong suit, so like aim isn't really my strong suit, so it kind of takes some focus from me. Gotta get back up there. Any enemies ready to surprise me? No? Okay. Back down to the pit. Arr.
Be careful down there. We don't want to come save you.
There's a control point. Closer, it's kind of close. I keep forgetting where it is.
I found
Or the name
host.
of the
They won't be
location.
spreading any more mold.
Well done. I'll send burn teams to sanitize the locations. I'm beginning to wonder if these hosts are originating outside the threshold in independent patches of mold growth.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Optimism is for farmers, as my mother always said. I suppose you could now return to that hiss business you all seem so concerned about.
This woman has some incredible tunnel vision.
Well, it was important. Executive kills boost. Oh, cool.
I'll see you later, Rhea.
Dr. Underhill, if you please.
Oh, this
Be careful
hole.
down there. We don't want to have to come save you. Seriously.
Let's see. Damage after kills. I have not gotten that before, I don't think. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, well, now there's one last thing to do, and that's the rest of the DLC. Let's see, the Foundation, I think it was. Let's see, what am I at now? 135. Well, I can't, it's too early for me to quit. Which is surprising to me, like, it feels like I've been streaming for longer. But instead, I've only been streaming for a little over an hour and a half. Foundation Crossroads. I guess was really far down into something. Cave system. I've heard in the main game I should have more than enough points to max out every stat, so maybe there's a lot of hidden rooms I haven't seen. I don't know, I explored everything pretty thoroughly. But if I haven't found it, I guess my evidence is there. Research site Gamma. Let's see. Well. Okay, I'm looking back at the place I've already explored, so... I don't know how I get rid of these stalactites, but maybe later. Deep cavern. Not yet. Apparently. I don't know why it's white like that, but either way. No way to go but forward. Nord, someone told me that, that some of my problems show up more when nobody's in chat, and that's something that bothers me. Like, I'm trying to give a good commentary, but I just don't have a lot to talk about on my own. Okay, compiled by Dr. Theodore Ash, head of research. Cave paintings on art and time. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. Whoa, 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 whoa. How? So the paintings are recent? That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. Maybe a lack of resources and artistic skill, I don't know. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these, or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who was writing it? Well, that would be the storyboard artists. That's bizarre. Oh, wait, director who? No. Now I gotta go back down and look for it. Director Broderick Northmore. That was the prior director, wasn't it? Compiled by Dr. Theodore Ash, head of research. So this is further back in the oldest house's history. And before Darling and before... I forgot the name of our prior director. But before I do that, some water, because I'm thirsty. Well, I don't know what to think about that. Oh, lure. Okay, so we have fast guys here. I'm curious about that. How do they fight? Some fast boys here. So they too have a dodge mechanic. Ow! Are they teleporting? Ow. I want to observe them. How do they fight?
The Hiss are using pickaxes now.
It's sharpened. Okay, so they're fast guys, basically. My mom buys Howard the Duck and goes, yeah, I remember this movie. Come watch it. Help. Oh, dearest me, you have my sincerest sympathies. Well, you could tell her you're watching something important instead, perhaps. Filed by Dr. Emily Pope, head of research, order of Jesse Faden. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss sharpened agent. Confidential. Summary. Hiss sharpened agents display the para-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation, APR, could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanations of the Hiss Sharpen's ability currently include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, inhibiting the witness sense of sight. If we do accept that the Hiss Sharpen's ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique paranatural abilities, or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is cause for concern. So they're kind of getting stronger. That is concerning. What is more concerning, however, is that you have to watch Howard the Duck. Again, you have my sincere sympathy, so gosh, I think I've never watched it. I've only watched Nostalgia Critics review, but gosh, Howard the Duck looks painful. You can imagine a bit of my surprise when that convention I talked about a while ago. There was like Howard the Duck comics. Knife! That's gonna be fun to launch. I'm gonna enjoy doing that. But yeah, there were Howard the Duck comics and such. Beware of dangerous toxic geysers. Alrighty then. Why is... I don't know. I'm guessing Howard the Duck is a popular comic series. I guess I can't get in here? I could just like crawl under there, but... But okay, maybe it'll open up for me later. I really can't say much about Howard the Duck as a series. Like, other than the strange movie, I'm going to assume the comic series came first. And I'm going to hope the comic series came first instead of people going like, oh yeah, Howard the Duck, man, that's such a cool Poggers series. Like, after they watched that movie? I don't know how, but okay. Okay, so I've been here before. Sort of. Well, I can't go to that cave system. I'm somewhere that seems to be blocked off to me. Was it not here just now? Why does it look unmapped? Relocation order. Before I read that, I'm gonna see if there's some way I can get up to this bridge. Okay, so that's on a second level. That's why it looks. That's why it's that color. Correspondence. Relocation order. Federal Bureau of Control. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called in all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunchboxes with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore is ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can, so we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies, moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We were breathing that shit in. Gosh, ugh. Gosh, ugh. Sounds awful. Yeah, Ash had some kind of, was kind of determined to, study this, wasn't he? I don't want to step on those geysers. I'll probably get hurt a lot. Rip lungs, took the iron pill too hard. Grog take iron pill. Like Chad, whatever leader say. But grug no feel so good. But why no grug cough? 2 H. Wilder from N. Talbot, subject to contractor issue. Red leather, yellow leather. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. Why? But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. Marcus. Robert Retardo. They drugged him so much he turned retarded. Poor Robert. Another one of these blocked off routes. Doesn't look like I can do anything to it. By any chance. No. So I can't get through this. Just gotta keep going. Into this
The astral
painful
plane
light.
is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Oh gosh. And then it'll go after the world, probably. I don't know why I can't pick up this rock, but okay. Are you kidding me? I can't pick up this rock? It's a dumb astral plane. So, my plane that I exist on. Okay, I think it has to go like his powers first, then ow. Then like physical weapons. But he regenerates his health so fast. I'm good at video games. No. I swear if I get hit by one stray bullet, I'm gonna be pissed. Stealthing 100% past filter. Yep. All these documents. Which one? Astral research. Well, at least it finally gets its own section. Field research on astral entity. Astral copy. Confidential. Summary. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense, stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence, such as the board, remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as the live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to Hiss corruption. So they're not to Hiss, they're their own forces. Interesting. Give me all the... Did I do that? Like where I just kind of drifted. Did I just clip through that rock? I really did just clip through this entire rock. Curious. Pretty patterns here. Alrighty, well. And a little bit of Mario Galaxy here.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
She misses her girlfriend. That means they're a ship, you guys.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive!
Oh, that's strange. I don't trust that. Programmer's in danger. This rock is not very rock solid. It's like sometimes solid unless you hit it.
Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Where'd she go? It's like that thing that happens in cutscenes in video games where a character's walking by and then when you round the corner they're like several miles away. Still just walking.
Whoa. This place is huge.
Marshall? Can you hear me?
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Okay, that bothers me how they just move that text to the left a little. This worries me. I feel like this is a boss room. Can the Hiss make fake people? I don't know. But it seems like, but this isn't the hiss. This is its own astral thing. So I'm guessing it's kind of doing its own thing this time around. I swear if I look down, my model goes crazy. Explosive energy recovery. Energy recovery on taking explosive damage. Well, it's unique, and I can't say we won't use it, but I don't know. I'm not super interested in that.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building.
Too circumstantial for me.
Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
So is that... So that's got to be like the first service weapon then. Which is my gun I have here. And it's designed as a counteracting force to the hiss, maybe? I'm so sorry, Billiam. Probably never. Because, I don't know. Pizza Tower looks amazing. I'm just gonna be like 100% dog shit at Pizza Tower. Like, it's one of those games that, like, I know is good, and I genuinely think it looks good. And I agree with the people who think it looks good, but it just doesn't look like my kind of game, like the kind of game I want to play. For no other reason than it's like, it's, you know, good. Like, this is a good, I don't know, corn dog, but I'm just not really into corn dogs. You heard it here first. Yu-nee is not into phallic food. Not one bit. Ley lines. I don't know. I don't want to disappoint you because I know like this is the second game of that you've suggested that I don't want to play, but there's no way around it other than like I just kind of don't feel like it. Good game, I'm sure, but again,
It's been 5
kinda
days
don't feel
since
like
we
it.
first entered the building. Traversing the interior is
Welcome back,
dangerous
Shoreline.
due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
So it knew about the hiss, maybe? Maybe it was just a coincidence, but like, was it... Did it know the hiss was coming? And why did Northmore hate all the directors before him? Sonic Mania stream? Sonic Adventure 2? That one I will stream. Someday. I don't know. Pizza Tower doesn't really look like my thing, I'm sorry. And on Devil May Cry, I kind of want to stream it. But I know for a fact, I know myself well enough that I'm not gonna offer good gameplay because I'm just not good enough at video games for a DMC stream to be anything better than your average Dark Souls stream. That being somebody dying a million times and barely making any progress within like a 5-hour stream. They maybe beat one boss per stream, but otherwise you're just kind of watching them butt their head against the wall. It's alright to not play Devil May Cry 3. I like it enough for about 5 people. Yeah, I'm sorry, and I'd love to throw in some MLG gameplay, but you already saw how bad I am at this game and how bad I am at Frontiers and every game I've ever played before, and every game I'm gonna play after this. That yeah, with Devil May Cry, it's like that's almost a disrespect at that point. If you see me just flop this game on ley lines and their energies, for all my research into the oldest house's story, ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet attracting them? Polar north? Or is the pillar a product of their focused energies? A sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power. Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Well. Foundation pillar. We've read and heard about the foundation pillar, but now we're going to be able to see it. So my guess is that maybe this is all connected to the astral plane, I guess, but my guess is that well, no, not guess. They've made it clear that they've reminded me a lot that the astral plane is more or less the counteracting force to the hiss. And the foundation, I'm guessing, is maybe its physical real-world manifestation in some way? I apologize if I sound really stupid. But why it's cutting into the real world like this, I don't know. And the nature of the pillar, maybe it's just that determined to try and get rid of the hiss. And so the real world is just subject to collateral damage. That's my guess. On the nature of the pillar found at the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house, or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted, Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. And I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Well, let's check out this pillar here. It's a block. My guess is that maybe it has some relation to that painting we saw about the tree. And if you remember several streams ago, several months ago, there was that painting on the wall of a tree, or a carving rather. Maybe this is like that? Explore the astral plane challenge.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Okay, well, we can choose between our weapon or the self, and I'm going to choose self because choose the astral plane challenge. So this is going to be a demonstration of what we'll be able to do. Alright. But I'm guessing we're going to get both later because we've been shown that we do need it. I'm going to choose self because, I don't know, I just think it's cooler to have, like, powers on your own instead of need a weapon to do certain things. And my guess is that they'll either bring up some stuff I need to break or bring up some stuff I need to either tear down walls or build bridges. That's my guess. Am I on a time limit? Alrighty, how do I do this? Quite the architecture here. Okay, I see. So it brings up an obstacle course of sorts. Honored or handled. Okay, so it's just like my levitation ability. I'm pulling rocks out of the wall, which is kind of cool. I wonder if I can use that to attack later. Certain crystal formations crumble after being shaped. Ah, okay. So when you said don't you like it enough for about 5 people, you mean like you like it your love for it is about the equivalent of 5 fans, or you only want like 5 people to play it? Because I don't know, I kind of get that, like if you don't want to watch YouTubers play it unless they're good at the game. For me, it's kind of the same thing. For locks, keys, and MacGuffins. Some crystals can be shaped into dangerously sharp points. Ooh, that's cool. Dude, that's really cool. It's like a shonen anime power, just bring a bunch of spikes behind a guy. Oh, from under a guy. Make, unmake. Okay, so that's gonna be a fun power to play with. Out of curiosity, how much does it hurt me? Really? Okay, well, I guess that's that then. I'm apparently not even given the ability to... Like, I pushed RB for it. Well, it's not even glowing, rather. Crystals can be shaped while levitating to create platforms. Really? There really is no end to the powers they give you as Jesse, huh? Jesse can do a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. I thought it meant like I can shape them out of the ground. Like out of nothing. But anyway, yeah, Blame, I get what you mean when you watch somebody play a game you like and they're Kuso at it. For me, you already know it's for Sonic, but it's kind of shocking and disappointing how many people are like really bad, and not just Sonic, but I think like simple games. Like if you ever watch them play, I don't know, Ocarina of Time or whatever. Or anything, any 3D Sonic game, they're garbage at it. It's just frustrating. It's like, man, you're an adult.
Let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple-ish. You with me?
Thank you for the review. I actually would have forgotten. Like, that's not me being sarcastic. I genuinely probably would have forgotten. Concussed energy recovery. Energy gained from taking melee damage. But anyway, it's like you're an adult and you play video games for a living. How are you this bad, you know? Hmm. Okay. And I'm probably going to need the other power so I can check the other route. And there's some of those caverns there. Those crevices, trenches, whatever. That I'm going to have to use this ability to cross. Like right now. Perfect timing, though. Some of them seem misleading. I thought I would have been able to make like a whole bunch of them, but I guess not. Okay, then go to second stand on that instead of just slipping right off. Let's see, warehouse path. Back to the crossroads. Well, I can't go through here. I'm hoping I'll get that other ability, which is probably going to help me find Marshall. Not very well lit here. I guess they didn't explore it as much. So I suppose unlike the crossroads, it doesn't have its own natural lighting. Okay, to do what? Oh, duh. Oh. Thought I was gonna have to throw it somewhere around. Further away. Mission updated. Complete the ritual in the warehouse. I don't know why it keeps stopping my sprint like that. Maybe I'm just not holding it down enough, but either way. Quite the foundation here. Oh boy. Oh! Oh my goodness, the guys here are strong. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have upgraded my stuff. Ow! Oh gosh. Speaking of, I think I'm gonna... If you don't mind... Get up there! Well, at least they're not dodging things all constantly. Explosive ammo refund. Source gain per element pickup. No, I'm Gucci. Ammo recovery on taking explosive damage. I really don't like these. Like, you mean I have to get hit for them to activate? Natural constructs. Weapon forms. Upgrade. Well, I wonder if my shatter was doing such a little damage. It just wasn't upgraded enough. Charge and grip are both maxed out, so what do we want to upgrade? I think I'm going to go for Pierce since I haven't really used Shatter very often. Yeah, let's see. Upgrade Shatter because no one could use it. Yeah, I haven't used Spin very often, so it's okay. I'm not worried. Pierce. Now, damage after kills, damage. Let's see. You gain from headshots, damage while aiming, headshot damage. Accuracy, rate of fire. Let's see. Okay, so that doesn't change the how quickly it, shoots. So that sucks. Damage while aiming, accuracy, damage. I'm just gonna go for extra damage, I guess. Now Shatter could do some things. Let's see. Rate of fire, ammo refund chance on hit, damage cost while levitating, recoil, projectile spread, damage after kills, accuracy, headshot damage. Ammo refund chance should be good. Rate of fire. Then spin is just gonna have to wait. Oh, let's see. Where to next? I should probably see if I can upgrade Jesse, actually. So, I think I could use some more health right about now. I'm not too worried about my attacks, because I don't really like using C's that much anyway. Melee, I almost never use that. I'm gonna leave those points for something else. History of the oldest house. Let's read all these at once, because I'm pretty sure these houses are gonna have... These little areas are gonna have a lot of, It's just a lot of documents. Each one is gonna have a document. No water? Well, okay then. What happened here? Maybe that was just me. I probably just knocked something into it. Pyramidic geometry. Damage boost. Weapon mod, an orange one, that's good. So some sleeping areas. Still lit too. Gotta love how the pillows have the logo for whatever reason.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Should I go bring that to her right now? Let's see, damage boost. 42, 38%. 48%. No, you know what? Let's save that for Shatter. There we go. Okay. I'll just leave that one there in case I need it for anything. Alright, my documents. Let's see. Let's read the new ones. Compiled by Dr. Theodore Ashe, head of research, on the history of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I've theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwarzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line, and there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believed some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence. And though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yaximixche. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as a sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? The weird thing is it's apparently the director, but sometimes it's not. On the pyramid geometry. I've been going through my library, researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board, as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts: past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational or divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine. Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world Oh gosh. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now and we're well past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be? Or they once were? The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly, so does the board. No, I'm just mad that I had to read the word patriarchy. Like, man, get your politics out of here. I don't care if it's one sentence. Knock it off. So how have you been, Bleem? Have you been well? And you too, Shortline. I'm sorry I didn't ask sooner. That was my apologies. That was my mistake. Kind of funny they would say, we're in 1964, we don't have any patriarchal stuff. Like, oh, wasn't it still kind of normal to beat your wife in the 60s or something? I don't know.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
At his desk? Either way, that's another ID card. No admittance, employees only. Let's go in here first, see what I can find in there. I've been okay.
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
More of the usual Shoreline. With daily habits. What is that? Here? Here. I didn't think it would be here, but okay. The exploding mold bomb things. Yeah, getting back into life after my break. Well, how was your break, by the way? What did you do there?
8 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name.
Ah.
I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Oh, yeah, so just resting and recharging. I get you. And just to get that little red mark out of the way, log 3 work. Wasn't he a lot more respectful about his father? I don't know why he's kind of shunning how his father raised him. Let's see. Alrighty. Warehouse entrance. Oh, power core stone. Oh, really? I thought one would have been the... Okay, so it's going up. Hmm. Well, we no doubt have to do something with these. Probably get this working one out of here. Question is, where does it go? Or are they just randomly lit on their own? Hmm. Well. Oh. Okay, oops, I didn't notice that. Power cores. Tunnel access. Well, let's read this document first. But before I do that, I'm gonna see if... I'm gonna check out this message I have on Discord. Okay, on the invention of the power core. After numerous events, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult, capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that it allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. He's not really super happy about his dad, is he? Wasn't he a lot more respectful? Okay, somebody sent me a message, so I gotta react accordingly. I would like to draw and read manga more, but I just didn't. If I don't have something going on, then I lose my way with the stuff I enjoy want to do. The schedule falls apart. I get you. It do be that way sometimes. Oh darn, I should have taken a power core with me.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes and frequently mentioning a pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
I suppose that's where the board resides, perhaps in a non-literal sense of some kind. Oh, yeah, I get you, Shoreline. It do be that way sometimes, and it kind of sucks when it does. Okay, so I can jump all the way down here if I wanted to. Yeah, I know how it'd be that way, Shoreline, when you just... The schedule is a little more powerful than you think, and it holds you to stuff. Once that's gone, it's like it all falls apart. Alrighty. Now let's see the stuff we haven't gotten to. Yeah, it was neat for 1 week and it sucked. Really? I thought you would have liked it. I mean, you get to rest. Alrighty. What are all those up there? Okay, these I would no doubt have to use that break ability for. Ah! Good. What was I supposed to get up to then? Ah. I'm good at video games. I hate that I'm such an awful gamer. Well, apparently I can't make anything else. Oh, dang it. Is there a way to get in there? Looks like a Tsuchinoko, actually. It's a snake and it wants me to get up to that window. Let's try that again. Ugh. Nope, I can't get up there. Another ID card.
Another one of those ID cards. Security chief.
Charge velocity. Whoa. Purple one too. Infinite. Projectile speed 117%. My gosh. Wow. 62 to 117. Let's try that out. Meteor Hill summary. Subterranean research. 17 out of 157. I thought you might have enjoyed resting and, being a NEET. I kind of miss being a NEET. Still do. See, tunnel access. Surprised I didn't notice those earlier. Over a week? Really? I guess you're just a naturally hardworking type. Alrighty. Multimedia.
Entry day plus 50.
Already listened to that. Case files. Oh, I skipped it. ID AWE3. Meteor Hill AWE3. Note, per archival mandates 8.a, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. Event summary. This paradimensional occurrence consisted of 3 sequential sinkholes, induced by subterranean implosions revealing foreign material of magmatic qualities. Event response. A local chapter of the Youth Science League were participating in an archaeological dig on the hill when the event occurred. Blech. Many boys were injured in the resulting collapse. Some touched the magma directly. Bureau agents arrived at the scene 7 days after the incident. Samples of the lava-like material were taken. The area was quickly sealed off from the public at our recommendation. Our aim was to ensure all remnants of the material were rendered inoffensive, but the magma descended too deeply into the earth to retrieve. Foul-smelling odors were detected in the area, which were hypothesized being the dissipated elements vapor trail left at the scene. All acquired material was delivered to Washington for examination in the Bureau's on-site laboratories. Friend of mine debated me by presenting me a really cute fox character. And I took that bait, and I thought it was from an anime or something, or like a company mascot. No, it's a VTuber, and I should have known that. I absolutely should have known that. And now I feel such intense shame. That can only be solved by seppuku. Fox! Yes, but it's a VTuber. Alrighty. Where am I gonna go now? Only one way to go. Fair. Not fair, just me being stingy hoe. Oh, they were stacked so nicely. Yo, I don't know if okay, well, never mind. At least it's not a pentagon, but eh. Oh, I wonder what I'm gonna do after this. Probably take a nap. I'm sort of eager to end the stream a little bit, because, I don't know. Because I am sleepy. Yeah, I probably should have. Okay, I can use it again. That's good. I was gonna be so mad at myself. Like, oh, can I only use that once? Oh, bruh. Okay, benign tail robot leg fox being G2 coming soonish. Oh, wait a minute. This is a perfect time to use charge. Ooh, this is a perfect time. Let me put some distance between myself. Now, where's that sniper? It's a good thing they can't really... Ow! Owie! Oh, come... Bring up the rocks! Whenever I get the confidence. I hope it's soon, really. I don't know, I'd like to see him. I mean, yeah, but like, see him in a stream is what I mean. Alrighty, let's try this again. Someday soonish, I hope. Yeah, what am I doing? I should be using launch. Hostile work environment. Achievement. Nope! Oh, that was close. Pierce. Charge. Oh, they can follow me up there? Oh man, they can... Man, they're really mobile, jeez. Oh, okay, I see. I can bring that up for cover. Are they gone? Probably not for the next few months, though. Ah, that's unfortunate. But at least we'll be able to see him at all, I'm sure. And if you don't mind me asking, why are you so nervous about bringing him out? Let's see, ammo recovery and taking explosive damage, reload speed. I do like reload speed increases. I'm gonna keep that. Minus 17, minus 16. Ammo recovery on evade use. That sounds pretty helpful. Source gain from melee hits. Okay, that's a lot better. Energy recovery on taking explosive damage. Yeah, that one sounds too circumstantial. Energy gain from taking melee damage. Ammo recovery on evade use. Gain from melee hits. Takes me a while to get the confidence to do things. Online stuff is no different. Yeah, I get you. I could have used it. I'm so mad that it just wouldn't go off. But yeah, I get you on that. It's, I don't know. You're worried that, for me, it's that I get worried easily that I'll be, like, put in a cringe compilation or whatever. Okay, now we can take some time to explore the world around us, and we're definitely seeing something interesting. A figure of sorts, but then eyes above it? Is that a coincidence, or are these actually meant to be eyes? So maybe this is something like a false deity or a distraction? Something much larger. Which is, not gonna lie, that's pretty ominous. I have this, like, really big figure and then something even huger than that. Just, ugh. That's unsettling.
That damn gun. Faden. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
Alrighty, let's check out the hotline. Marshall. Becoming director.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
That's interesting. What do you mean I can't crouch through here? I can fit just fine. Dumb hitboxes. Yeah. Man, those are fast now. Well, like he was chosen to be director too, which is kind of strange, but I guess the service weapon is just mysterious like that. I do appreciate the yellow tarp. I know this is the kind of thing that makes some YouTubers say, "Oh, well, why don't you spoon feed it to me? What do you mean you want to give me hints? You should make it hard for me. That way I can complain that it's poorly designed." But I don't know. I appreciate it. A yellow tarp is kind of natural to me too, at least I think so. I couldn't believe there would be a tarp somewhere around there. Okay, so this is gonna be I better be ready for a fight here. And a fight I shall receive. Nope, I gotta get rid of that guy. Wait, is it fighting? Are they fighting the hiss? Actually, let's see how they interact with each other. Photo mode. Let's see, oh, dang it, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's way too fast. Oh gosh, there's this lighting here. It's if only that lighting wasn't in the way. If only that light was it's now it's limited too. Jeez, and the bullets were so perfect too. Oh, I missed my chance for such a good picture. Well, fine if you want to pick a fight with me. Okay, so that's interesting. We have these rock guys. They're getting in fights with a hiss. Let them fight. He's my friend now. So they're kind of both against me. But they're definitely against each other. This is more of that hiss versus astral plane stuff. Ammo cost while levitating. Minus 20. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Personal mods, ammo recovery on evade use, plus 8%. Plus energy. Let's see. Plus 16% for energy. Plus 12%. So use that. We'll get rid of that, rather. My voice sounds really sandy sometimes. Melee health boost. And let's just grab these while I'm at it. Projectile spread, get rid of that. Don't need it. Already have some. Evade energy cost, minus 16. Minus 8. No, wait, hang on. So, minus 25%. Get rid of this one. Source gain from melee hits. Health gain from on-melee hits. Okay, that could justify using melee. It's like a power jack, more or less. Don't need to. I don't feel like I need two of them. Open pit. Indeed. What's that powder there? Is that just debris falling from the ceiling? Should I cross that yet, or should I have waited? So it looks like it's going down. Okay, so there's some kind of lights going on in there. I gotta check out whatever that is. Well, it says fragile, so I don't suppose I could use that for anything. Well, alright, here I go. Destroying all the hiss nodes will lower hiss barriers. How do I hit that? I kinda can't right now. Is that elevator coming up at all? Okay, there it is. How am I gonna set that off? Or break it? Oh. I didn't think the explosion would go through, but apparently it did, so that's good. Anything else important in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh. There's a fourth floor, apparently. Okay, one that I'm gonna have to explore. And go, the one that I'm gonna have to go looking for. One that I must have missed earlier. It must have been that room where I thought I saw like debris falling from it or something. Around here. That's probably gotta be it. I hope. Ow. Oh, at least I didn't take damage for that melee health boost. See, health recovery on melee hits. That also sounds good. Definitely better than that. Oh, wait, shit. Oh. I'm not reading today. Let's see, shifting fragment. Foundation etchings. Huh. Let's read that new document here. Man, Saki was right, I'm really too silent. Theodore Ash, head of research. On the 4 etchings, my explorations of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery. A fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring. But who braved them? This place to carry them in? And for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tablets, with a pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness to some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique. So are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and the pillar. But the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle, and it's unlikely I'll ever find them. I wonder if maybe the pillar is meant to become the tree in time. A friend of mine seems to be having a lot of fun with the YouTubers right now. A lot of mysteries here, and unfortunately I can't really say much on them. I don't have any clue about any of this stuff either. Well, elevator machine room. Let's go there. Is this not the 4th floor? Or have I not found this 4th floor? Well, that must be it then. The one I just skipped. Tunnel access. I really love what they do with the lighting in these places. Yeah, so that's the 4th floor. Why it's not marked as something I can go to, I don't understand. I guess because they know there's nothing important there anyway. Oh, okay. Yo, I'm gonna need a bit of time for that. Did I explore all of that area? I hope I did. That looks familiar. Ah. It's just like last time. Breaking it leads you somewhere. Shield efficiency. Let's see. Shield energy cost minus 18%. Minus 24%. Warehouse. It's a shame Saki isn't here.
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
This one would surely be of interest to him. But before I do that, how about I save my spot here. Then after that, I'll probably... Oh, so this is hidden. Niche position. So I'll save my spot here and then do something with that tree, which I thought these were going to be branching paths, but apparently not. Which I have no complaints about. I'm glad, actually. So on only one side. Is this that pillar they were talking about, or is it really... Or is the pillar just the black one and it's broken? I mean, that seemed to be the one they were talking about, the black one. Okay. There's gonna be a fight here. No, this is the tablets. This is too rectangular for it to be a pillar. Too thin on one side. Ow! I'm sorry, bestie. Oh, thank goodness I can get rid of those orb things. Jeez. Well, I'm glad I can get rid of those orb things with the stone spikes because, gosh, I hate those things. Those are so annoying. Let's see. Get rid of those. Okay, now I won't be interrupted. What the hell is that?
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
Oh gosh, is that what the board really looks like? Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, what is that? It's like a deep sea creature. Ugh. Oh, what do you want me to do with this? Oh, I have to reform it.
Just doing my job.
So what was that back there? It showed me the tablet?
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
But I broke it. Why did I break it? The tablets, they're important in some way. They probably told me and maybe I just didn't piece it together on my own. But by the looks of it, the tablets are a problem. Giving the astral plane a physical real-world connection, I'm guessing. Energy recovery on melee kills. No, I'm Gucci. I don't like the sound of that. But that's probably where we're going to end it since I'm a little over the 3-hour mark. Yeah, I'm about 21 minutes over the usual 3-hour mark. And I think I'd like to think I've made enough progress, so I am probably going to end it here for today. So Shortline and Bleem, thank you both very much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Alright, bye, Yu-nee, thanks for stream. I'm very glad you enjoyed the stream, thank you. Especially since, I don't know, I know I don't really offer very rich commentary when chat is kind of dead. Or when there aren't a lot of people in there. So I'm really glad you enjoyed it despite that, so thank you. Next week might be Saiko. It really depends on whether or not my friend's in better health. The only reason, like I said, I didn't stream Saiko today is because he's not doing so hot. He didn't really mind, but I don't know, I just know that he likes Saiko, so I didn't want him to miss out on this. So I played Control instead. But either way, thank you for coming along. I'm very glad you enjoyed it. And I hope there wasn't too many problems like Kuso gameplay. But you know, if you have any criticisms, let me know. And with that, that's going to be the end of today's stream. So again, Shortline and Bleem, thank you very much for coming along. And from Big Sister, have a good night. Yasumi.